The first one I cared about was Days of Heaven. You know, I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I was just given a very nice award at the Rome Film Festival, and they had a brand new 35mm print. I think I was 26 when I made that movie. At that point, I was a chrysalis. In a way, it was looking at it was looking at your childhood. I mean, movie actors have the ability of seeing themselves grow into whatever they become. I remember finishing that movie. We finished it in Canada, and flying to LA for an audition, meeting this director. I didn't know his work well, Richard Brooks, and that was Looking for Mr. Goodbar. I remember being in his office. I liked him enormously. I loved him. Movies is a strange animal. The camera picks up things that can't be acted. And I think he was looking at me that way. I was an up-and-coming actor, but he was looking at me and kind of provoking me and laughing at me. And I played along with it, and I was, you know, becoming this character without even knowing it. There was one point, in fact it was for Goodbar, the character had lost everything, and I'd never had that feeling. Not that I ever had much, but I remember taking, I think I might have had $1,000, and I took it out of the bank, and I went to Vegas and played blackjack, and lost it all in about 2 hours. And I was really broke. I was done. I didn't have a penny. So okay, I know what that feels like now. I don't have to do that again. For me, I'm drawn to playing these characters that you could probably take them in many different ways. They're definitely an archetype, and you could either go whole hog and make them really dark kind of characters, or you can keep them on the human scale and see the gradations of and say he's a real asshole, but I kind of like him. And that's the way most people are in our real world. We're all kind of assholes, but we kind of like each other, anyhow. In the movie Arbitrage, this guy's not a sociopath. This is a recognizable human being. He bets on horses, and the horses are real people in his life. Now, on smaller levels, we all do the same thing. We do it with our families and our friends. We do it in our business. We do it with our taxes. We are a little fluid with our sense of ethics and morality, sense of truth. There's probably going to be a long line of people say, well, that's really me. After a lot of my movies, there's guys come up to me and saying, I know you were doing me. I said, no. I don't think we have to like everyone in our lives. In telling a story, I have to recognize their humanity. I have to recognize something in them that I see in myself. That's part of the trick. I mean, if you're rooting for me to fail, that's a totally different story. I do make choices. I don't always get the choice of, I was not asked to do Raging Bull. Okay, who wouldn't have wanted to do that? But that was not offered to me, so I didn't have the choice of doing that. But I certainly have the choice of saying yes or no to the things that do come my way. I've been so lucky and fortunate in my career. Are you kidding? I never take it for granted. I never take it for granted, ever.